So I wonder if having a relative in US can be a problem for a student to get rejected or not, since I have a brother who's living near my campus and university. Can you please answer to this
Okay,
question?
perfect. Now, yes, it can affect your visa. Why? Because you are going on a non-immigrant visa. Student visa, F1 visa is a non-immigrant visa. What is a non-immigrant visa? That you are saying that I'm going to US to study, and after study I'll come back, right? So when you're showing a strong tie in US, suppose basically your brother or sister who are basically having green card holder, then somehow the visa officer doubts that if you go to US you will not come back. So you are trying to use this visa to get into US to settle in US. So that could be a possibility, but it doesn't mean that you will be rejected just because of that. Okay, so you can still basically prove that you are going to come back, but that depends upon you. Basically, what does your father do? What does your mother do? What are they doing?
My father does not have any stable job. He's somehow a self-employed person, and my mother is housewife, and yeah.
So if you can show something strong in Afghanistan that believes the visa officer that you are going to come back, then you have a chance of getting visa. So you need to think, what is it? For example, if you are showing your sister in US as a sponsor, that means it shows that your father is not able to sponsor your education. Okay, so that shows that you are financially not strong. And then if your sister is going to sponsor you, there are more chances of you settling in US. Okay, so that is also a factor, but then you can reason it out. Okay, saying that basically we are a close knit family, and therefore my sister is sponsoring my education. But after my basically studies, I will come back, I'll return. But then how will you return? Where are the jobs in Afghanistan? So those questions will be there, but you have to have your selling points. So what are your selling points? Selling point is you have 98% in your high school. Okay. If you could get some scholarship, that could be your selling point. That I have got scholarship because of my high academics. Okay. Uh, so that you can market yourself. There's also a problem in your profile. You have 3 years of education gap. Okay. So the visa officer is going to ask you, why do you have an education gap? So then you will have to say, yes, I have an education gap. But it so happened that I completed. Tell you a selling point. Selling point is I have 98% in my 12th, but after that, basically, there was a war in Afghanistan because of which I could not go. And after that, it took some time for things to settle down. Now things are better. So I'm therefore planning to go abroad now. And therefore, there is a 3 years of education gap. And why did the question could come? Why did you not study in your bachelor's in Afghanistan? Then you can say in Afghanistan it is prohibited for females to study in the university, and therefore I could not take any admission. I have taken TOEFL and I have done certain courses. You mentioned the courses name, whatever you have done. Okay, during this period, and I was basically doing something that was related to computer science, so that I am preparing for it. And this is what I have done during my education gap. Am I clear about it?
Yes.
Any other doubt? So your to answer your question, yes, it affects if you have somebody in US. It is how you explain and how you convince the visa officer that you are going to come back.
Got it.
Okay, what is the other question?
It has been solved. Thank you.
That's the only question you have. Okay, any other question that you want to
Yeah.
ask?
No, thank you.
So I wish you all the best. I hope you get the visa. Important thing is when you answer, tell the visa officer your selling points, your
Mm-hmm.
98%,
Okay.
your scholarship, or any other selling point that you have. I could not get a lot of selling points in when you said about your profile. You have done some courses, you said, you have taken your TOEFL, whatever those selling points, tell the visa officer that selling points will tell the visa officer that you are a genuine student. You have got
Mm-hmm.
98% means that you are a good student and you will go to US and study. You have not basically got some 60% or 55%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you can get some scholarship from Afghanistan or from basically scholarship from university, you can show that I've got
Mm-hmm.
scholarship. Okay. Highlight that your in case they ask you, do you have anyone in US? Then you have to say, yes, I have my sister and my brother in US. How many university did you apply?
I've applied for 5 or 6 universities, yeah.
Yeah, so
And
you
I've
tell them I applied to
accepted.
6 universities and I have selected this university because then one thing is that you have selected a location which is close to your brother and sister. So you say you have selected this because your brother and sisters are located in Virginia. So you will have the physical and the emotional support that is required for you. You have already scored 98%, so you have proved yourself that I'm good in my studies, and I'm confident once I go there, I'll be able to do well. I've done a good correspondence with the university professors and whatever you have done correspondence with them, and I have done all the research to understand the course content and the facility that it offers. And I'm confident that after doing this, I will be able to do this in my life, whatever you can, and show that you are going to come back to Afghanistan. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how you're going to show that, but if you can prove that, or if the visa officer understands, then you may get your visa. So, but you have to be very clear in your intention. Sell yourself. The more you sell yourself, the better your chances.
Okay, got
Okay,
it.
got
Mm-hmm.
it?
Got it,
Okay, all
yes.
the best. I wish you good luck
Thank
and
you.
hope you get your visa.
Thank you so much for advising me.
Yeah. Okay, bye.